Hey y'all, it is my name's Althea. I'm 40. I'm a freshman in high school, in college. I'm a freshman art student in college. What am I saying? Um, so today was a bit eventful. I started off the day just kind of in a funk, which has been a thing lately. Um, and I am admittedly so a very emotional person. Like, some people visit their emotions for the weekend. Like, I swim in them on the daily basis. Like, I'm on swim team. Like, I just be deep diving in the emotions all the time. And that's just part of who I am. So I try not to let my emotions dictate my actions. That's when I feel like things get sticky. But I'm honestly just an emotional person, so I try to own my emotions and work through them and feel them and honor them, and then get to the other side of the swimming pool. So today was definitely one of those days. I woke up and I had not finished my assignment for 2D class, which was some sketches and like a little collage on the back of our finished pieces, showing our work and our thought process on how we got to that finished piece. So there was that. Then I was just kept thinking, like, I don't know how I'm gonna manage this if I'm already behind. Well, not behind, but I'm already like doing homework the day is due. I just don't like doing it. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to continue this. I don't want to get behind. I don't want to get a bad grade on a class, everything. So I was like, maybe if I drop a class, then I'll have more time in my schedule. Only thing with dropping a class is if I drop a class, I'm then technically below full time, which would affect my scholarship and federal aid. And so that is an issue. So I went, so I sent an email. I sent an email to my financial aid lady. I sent an email to both of my professors whose classes I figured I would drop. So the classes that seem to be most time consuming currently, or the ones that I keep seeming to get behind on, are my 2D class and my foundations drawing class. So I was looking at, okay, dropping either one of those, one or the other. So I sent both of those teachers an email just asking them what they thought. They responded really quickly. One teacher was like, it's cool. They offered a class other times. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Whatever you feel like you need to do. The other teacher was like, nah, I'd rather not. I'd rather you not do that. I think you're doing good in the class. I think it'll be fine. So then when I went to class, then I also sent a message to like the art advisor. She is the student life person for the arts college. So she just kind of knows the ins and outs of the program and how things work and whatever. She sent me a message and said the same concerns. Her concerns were my financial aid, and her concerns were getting behind on my programming. So in order to take like painting, and in order to take certain other higher level art classes, I have to satisfy these foundation classes, which would be 2D, 3D, and drawing. So if I don't satisfy one of those, then that's going to hold me back from taking my other higher level art classes, which I definitely don't want to do. So I haven't actually gotten to talk to her yet, because then something else happened which I had to handle. So I kind of got everybody's input. I'm definitely glad that I sent messages and asked, instead of just being in my own mind and coming to whatever conclusion, because who knows. And I just want to make an informed decision. So Then, so I went ahead, I went to class. I went to my drawing class because either way, I don't, until I make a final decision, like I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to get behind while I'm making a decision. I don't want to fuck everything up, excuse my language, while I'm making a decision. So there's that. So I went to drawing class. That was just fine. Did the assignment in class. He had a little lecture. Okay. Then I saw my one professor in the hallway that wants me to stay in class, and we talked a little bit. So I was feeling pretty positive after I talked to Professor Hood about class, because like we just talked about personal expectations and not seeking perfection, and understanding that these are foundation classes. I'm not meant to make wonderful pieces of art in these classes. I'm just meant to emphasize and learn the foundations of design and drawing. So we talked about it. I was feeling pretty solid. So I was like, all right, well, let me go ahead and do my sketches for class that are due. So I go outside, sit on the picnic bench outside school to do my homework. And I get stung by a bee. And I burst into tears. Now, if you've been stung by a bee, it don't hurt that bad. Like, it's not the worst thing. But I'm allergic to bees. So, for me, getting stung by a bee means a trip to the hospital and 3 hours of observation and possible sleeping for the next 3 days. I don't need that right now. That's not on my agenda right now. I'm not here for it. So I get stung by a bee, and like I said, like I burst into tears. So I run to go tell my teacher, whose class is coming up, that I got stung by a bee. I have to run home and get my medicine, because of course I don't have my medicine with me, which is the issue which I need to address today. So I do that. I get on the phone with my sister so she could just help me calm down and like talk to me while I'm on my way to the house. Get to the house, take my medicine, whatever. So I'm hoping, we're like, me and my sister are like she on Google telling me like, how can the medicine work better? Put your arm above your heart, you know, just all the things that they tell you to do. Because I don't want the venom to spread, because that is the problem. So it'll spread through my body, then it'll start popping up in different places. So like I was starting to get hives like on my knees and my legs. I think I was starting to get some on my belly too. And then eventually, lastly, it'll start to close off my windpipe, because my windpipe will start to swell. So it's like a real thing. It is not immediate. It's not like, you know, in a minute my whole face is swollen. No, it's not immediate. But if it goes untreated, it could be devastating. So I'm like just sobbing, walking home to get my stuff. I'm sobbing. So fine, I get the stuff, I go back, because like I still want to turn in my work. If I can go to class, I want to go to class. Like I just had a whole little issue about getting behind in class, and then this happens. I do not want to get behind in class. So I go back to class. I call my mom on the way, asking her, okay, like what are her thoughts? And she was like, I need to go to the hospital. And I'm like, great. So I go ahead and go into class and give him my homework, my assignment, or my assignment, because we had two different things, something in our sketchbook for homework and then an assignment. So I give him my assignment. He tells me like, okay, this is what the plan is for today. This is what the homework is going to be. We got a quiz on Wednesday. Okay, great. And then I go get a lift and go to the ER. So, and then, you know, they gave me my drugs and stuff. And I sat in the ER for 3 hours to make sure that the drugs took and that I didn't have further swelling and further problems. I took a little nap while I was in there. My mom and my dad came to see about me because they're wonderful. But like, why? Why it's gotta be like this? Why? Like, I be having a whole emotional roller coaster by myself. I got an emotional amusement park. Only one person admitted. Like, I don't need no help. I don't understand. But it was hilarious. It wasn't hilarious. But like the way I was crying was like, it was very dramatic. Let me put it that way. So what I did just now when I came home, I just got home from the hospital and getting my stuff. So what I did was I went through my week, Monday through Sunday, and charted out my stuff. So here we go. Monday, I have drawing class and I have 2D. I have drawing class 2D and I have to work on Wednesdays. On Tuesdays, I volunteer at the gallery in the morning. Then possibly, depending on whether I have to go to class or not, depending on what I got on the quiz before that. And then Tuesday. Oh, and then 3D class. So all of the ones that are highlighted are places where I have an opportunity to do homework. So I think like Thursday morning I can do homework at the gallery. And then I put Saturday morning from 10 to 12, I'm gonna do homework either at home but somewhere. So this is my thought process. I think with this schedule, and if I stick to it and make sure I have homework space for everything, then I'll be good. And I don't feel like it's unrealistic. So I'm gonna try to, I am going to, as it stands now, keep those 2 classes, or keep all of my classes, so it doesn't affect my stuff. I am gonna go ahead and still talk to my arts advisor tomorrow or whenever she's available, just to continue to get her feedback. One thing that I've always typically done is, like, I'm a very closed off person, and I do things with nobody help. I don't ask for nobody help. I don't reach out my hand. I believe I can do everything by myself, or that I have to do everything by myself, and I don't. Like, real life, I don't. I'm a good person, and so people do help me when necessary and even when not necessary. So something that I want to work on is asking for help and then receiving that help. And so I do want to talk to her anyway, so that I can just get her input and feedback and thoughts. But that's my plan. So this is what my arm looks like. If you can see right there. That is, so I actually got bit like here ish, and then it spread, and then it started to spread to my legs and stuff, but but the medicine that they gave me calmed it down, so that's really good. So today was wild, like, but realistically, like, for real, I'm in good spirits, like, for real. I think, like I said, like, talking to Professor Hood, that definitely helped. Because we just had there go my little thing. So we just had a conversation about more like life, perfectionism, and just how we handle things. And he told me a little bit of his story, and so it was good. It was definitely the support that I needed. So I appreciate that. They were very sweet too. Like the one secretary who works in our office saw me like running or whatever, and so she already told the advisor. And so when she emailed me back, she's like, she just told me that about your bee sting, I'm so sorry, let me know, blah blah blah. So that's nice, like, from a personal standpoint, for them to be concerned and like reaching out and stuff like that. So I feel good about it. I'm about to try to lay down, but then I'm about to try to do some homework. I do have a homework block tomorrow morning, and I already have my art history homework done, so that's a good thing. So that's my plan. Yeah, is to use my little homework rubric and stick to it. And then this is all still within the hours of like 10 to 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. really. I mean, my drawing class starts at 9:40, but you know. So we'll say from the hours of 9:30 to 10 p.m. I feel like that's like really realistic. Now we gotta get on like going to bed at a certain time and waking up at the same time. That's our next thing. So yeah, that's what had happened today, y'all. So go ahead inside and get some rest, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.